Sonali, you can start recording.
Yes, I have started the recording. Yes.
Good evening, everyone. I welcome each and everyone to this wonderful session. Before starting the session, let me just share some of the background why we have thought of starting this. In 2018, my daughter, when she was like 6.5 years, at that time we had made her to attend one Pragna Yoga or intuition program of Art of Living. After attending this Art of Living program, she started seeing, identifying colors, seeing, watching TV and everything, we were playing on the video games and all she started doing by blindfolded. So we were very surprised by seeing this all activities. Again, in same year in 2018, in 2nd October, there was a gathering of all the kids who has attended this Pragna Yoga. And to my surprise, there was around 7,000 kids were gathered together at Art of Living International Center, Bangalore. And the experience they shared, the parents and the kids share was very amazing. In some of the kids, after doing this program, started chanting Sanskrit shloka. Some started predicting some new things, the planetary positions and some of the other things. Some started telling the languages that they never heard or were knowing about that languages and all. Some became very extraordinary in their sports. Some kids who were hating some of the subjects started scoring highest mark in that particular subject. And one of the boy, if I remember, he made his Guinness World of Record by telling this classic periodic table very fast. So as far as my understanding goes, with these tools and techniques, the inner capability of child can be tapped. So that's why I found it that we should share it to the maximum. So to know more about the insight of these tools and techniques, we have an Art of Living faculty and intuition teacher, Mr. Hunar, with us. He will be guiding us on this topic. So I request Hunarji, so please share your insight. Over to you, Hunarji.
Thank you, Dr. Silvi. So good evening, everyone. We have all gathered together on a Sunday evening. So first of all, thank you so much for joining us today. I know it's a Sunday and it's really like a late time, and so I'm grateful that all of you have joined and to know more about a program which is very close to my heart actually, because ever since I became a faculty for the intuition program, I have been really mesmerized by the whole program, by the process, by the results of the program. So, without waiting or without wasting any more time, I would really like to start off with this. We have two wonderful kids today with us, Prisha and Vaishnavi, who are going to do a demo for us to show, the kind of abilities that have come up in children. Before that, just want to probably, if it's okay, we could hear, we would like to demo after this demo, we would like to show you a couple of videos which will describe in terms of how the intuition program can benefit children. So we have two sets of we've had these programs conducted for regular children as well as children who have certain special needs as well. So today I have Prisha and Vaishnavi. Vaishnavi, are you there? Can we put you on spotlight? Yes, and Vaishnavi, can we put Vaishnavi also on spotlight? So I think we can go through the process and then we can raise our questions in the end if that's okay with everyone. Yeah, that's Vaishnavi for us. Vaishnavi, can you switch on? Yes.
Yes, 1 minute.
So let me, while they're just getting ready, I think we can, let me ask you a question, simple question. What is intuition for you? What do you understand by the word intuition? It'll be nice if you can all switch on your videos, because then it'll be nice interactive session then. So yes. What does the word intuition mean to you?
इंट्यूशन मीन्स कि आपको होने वाली घटनाओं का पहले से पता चल जाए कि क्या होने वाला है.
बहुत अच्छी बात है, पहले पता चल जाए इंट्यूशन चीजों के बारे में. एनीथिंग एल्स, कुछ और आप किसी का माइंड में आता है?
First thought.
ओके, फर्स्ट थॉट दैट कम्स टू अस. So intuition is nothing but the right thought at the right time, and the ability to tap into your sixth sense or your gut feeling. Or tapping into, I would say, tapping into this infinite world of knowledge for us. So what we're going to do is we're going to, for ease and for demonstrative purposes, what we're going to do right now is both Vaishnavi and Prisha will be wearing blindfolds, and they'll be doing certain activities. And they will showcase us. The idea is कि हम यहाँ पर, the idea is that we will showcase for blindfold activities only for demonstrative purposes. But this is not the only objective of this program. इस सेशन में हम कुछ blindfold activities आप लोगों को अभी दिखाएंगे, ये बच्चे दोनों, कि जो ये कर पा रहे हैं, मतलब इन्होंने इंट्यूशन प्रोग्राम 2 या 3 साल पहले किया है, और ये 3 सालों में जो प्रैक्टिस करते आ रहे हैं उससे उनको क्या बेनिफिट हुआ है, कैसे उनकी एबिलिटीज बढ़ी है, वो हम कुछ आपको दिखाएंगे अभी. जो आप देखने वाले हो वो सिर्फ एक डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव पर्पस के लिए दिखाया जा रहा है, बट ऐसा नहीं है कि सिर्फ ब्लाइंडफोल्ड एक्टिविटीज ही है. इसका ऑब्जेक्टिव जो है वो ब्लाइंडफोल्ड एक्टिविटीज नहीं है, बट एक बच्चे को सही समय पर सही थॉट आना और उसको एक डिसीजन मेकिंग एबिलिटी देना, वो इस कोर्स का ऑब्जेक्टिव है हमारा. The objective of this program is not just to do blindfold activities, but to enable children to get the right thought at the right time, to help them take the right decisions for themselves. It's like there is an inner voice which guides them to take the right decision for themselves. So we will do a few activities with them. We'll do actually 4 activities with them, and we will invite some of you also to participate. And for that, I would request maybe few of you can, 2 or 3 people can just probably bring a piece of paper and a pen with you, if you have, or a notebook, anything. If there are kids around, please bring a notebook and a pen. It'll be nice. Then we can ask you to participate also. So Vaishnavi and Prisha, I will request you to wear your blindfolds. So the first activity that we will do is that they are wearing their blindfold, so they cannot see anything. But I have these random, envelopes with me. I will take out a card from this envelope. मैं इस envelope से एक card निकालूंगा and अपने screen पे उसको रखूंगा. And then they will describe the card for me. The object or the color that is there, they will describe that for us. So we'll go one by one. I will show one card to Prisha and then one card to Vaishnavi. So we'll start with Prisha, you. So I'm holding the card in front of me, Prisha. Can you describe the card for us?
It's a yellow color background and a red color card, and having both the yellow color light and the black color and gray color wheel and blue color window.
Wow, is that correct? Some of you can unmute and also, tell us.
सर इसका इंट्यूशन से क्या लेना देना, ये तो मिड ब्रेन की तरह है.
So intuition में sir, I'll come to that. I'll answer that question. Vaishnavi, now your turn.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yeah, Vaishnavi.
It's a green background.
Yeah.
There's red,
Right.
white,
Very good.
and dark green.
And dark green. Okay. Anything else that is coming to your mind?
It's an hen.
Wonderful. Is that correct, everyone? Yes. Thank you. Okay. Let's go on to the next one now. Now we'll give you some reading cards. Okay. This time around, we will give you some reading cards. We will start with Vaishnavi maybe, and then we will go to Prisha. Okay. So Vaishnavi, this is your turn now. I'm placing a card. Can you read what is written on the card?
B.
Yeah.
E.
Yeah.
D.
Okay. Very nice. Is that also correct?
Yes, yes.
Nilesh ji? Nice. So let's do one more with Prisha this time now. Okay. So Prisha, I want you to read what is there on the card.
Let us get together for a greater cause.
For a greater cause. And what is this greater cause? To spread this knowledge to maximum people. Is that also correct, everyone? Nice. Good. So good. Now I would want one of you to, write something or pick up something from what you have. आप में से कोई अगर वॉलंटियर करना चाहता है और हमारे अपने पेपर पे कोई ड्रॉ करो या कुछ आप अगर लिखना चाहेंगे तो वो आप स्क्रीन पे रख दिए, बच्चे उसको आइडेंटिफाई कर सकते हैं। कौन करना चाहेगा? Who would like to do?
Yes, my kid will show you.
Dhruv or Dr. Priyanka? Okay, Dr. Priyanka has said. So Dr. Priyanka, can you switch on your video? Yeah, this was Jyoti ji's son. So who was it? I'm sorry. Okay, we will place them on the spotlight and Prisha, can you read what is written or can you write it down, copy it for us on your piece of paper? Okay, it is rose. Correct. Thank you, Prisha. Thank you so much. Okay, one more now. Let's go with one more person. Dhruv Bharadwaj, you want to do?
Yes, sir.
Okay, let's do this.
This is
Okay, Vaishnavi, your turn now. You can put Vaishnavi on spotlight as well. Yes, spotlight. Yes, can you please copy what Dhruv has written and then put it up on display for us? This is a great class. Is that correct, everyone?
yes, sir.
Yes. Thank you, Vaishnavi. Okay, and thank you, Dhruv, as well for
Welcome.
participating. Okay, now what I will do is I will ask both of them what we will, okay, we will remove them also from spotlight. And what they will do now is we will put somebody on screen. हम किसी को एक को स्क्रीन पे डालेंगे और फिर वो वैष्णवी या प्रिशा से हम पूछेंगे उनको डिस्क्राइब करने के लिए, right? We will ask them to describe the individual on the screen, right? So anybody who wants to go can raise their hands first, who would like to be placed on the screen. They don't know obviously because they're wearing their blindfolds.
Say hello.
Dhruv, let's give somebody else a chance. Anybody else who would like
Myself
to?
would like to volunteer.
Okay, Jyoti ji wants to. Sorry, I said your name. I apologize. Quietly, we have to do this. Okay, let's go here and let's get. Yes. So, Prisha, can you describe whoever is on the screen?
I can see a person and he's wearing a specs and he's wearing a reddish orange color t-shirt. And there's a small boy sitting upon him wearing yellow color t-shirt.
Wearing yellow color t-shirt. Oh, is that boy wearing a yellow color t-shirt? Yeah. What's your name? Krish. Krish, was that Didi right about you? She said right thing?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, nice, good. Now, next, who wants to go? We'll do one more with Vaishnavi also. Anybody who would like to participate can just raise their hand. Okay, we have someone raising their hands. Let's put them on the spotlight. Yes, Vaishnavi, can you describe the person on the screen?
Yes. It is wearing a specs,
Okay,
a yellow background,
okay,
and bluish color shirt.
okay. Sir, is that correct?
Fantastic.
It's correct. Great. Thank you, Vaishnavi, for
Thank
this.
you.
So we'll give your eyes a little break for about maybe a minute or so. So, while we have our guest speaker as well, another brilliant student. So you can probably take off your blindfold and we'll do the last activity, later on. So just wanted to introduce one more student of ours. He's Dr. Arvind actually, and he's here. So I invited him to share his experience of the intuition program. So he is a student from our Ayurveda college in Bangalore, and he has done the intuition program just when he was going to turn, I think, 18, just right before that. And he wants to share something about how this program has helped him, and from a medical perspective also. If he can add some, I'll request you to add some attributes to it, Arvind. Thank you for joining, and please, over to you.
So, mic testing. I hope you all can hear me. Yeah.
Voice has to be a little loud.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I did the course, the intuition program, when I was about 18. Like Hunarji
You have to
was
be a
there.
little louder, Arvind. Your voice is very low.
Just 1 second.
Or will just bring the speaker close to your mouth.
Yeah. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
So I did the course when I was 18 years old. Like Hunarji was saying, the borderline. I was this close to being eliminated from the age group. So I'd like to share a few things, few experiences that I've had with intuition program. One was before I started my practice. So during my college times, I am sure Hunarji must have shared that intuition is not, just blindfolded reading or blindfolded, writing, seeing someone else what they've written, and or any of the experiments that they have shown you. It is about the right thought at the right time. And for me, it is not only that, it has been, personal development. And during my college time, I was a little bit shy initially, but after I did my course in the intuition, I became a total extroverted person. So let's leave that. And if you come to the point that I was supposed to share today, as a medical professional, for me, intuition works differently. I cannot keep a blindfold and read like them. For me, it works in my field. That is, when a patient, even before they tell me their problems, I can diagnose their disease. Just maybe even seeing them as they walk towards me, I can tell what their problem is. For example, I had one of these experiences where we were having a discussion with few people, and they asked me, can you just tell me if you can see what is my problem? And I had told them that, um, and I had never met this person before. And I just got the thought that 3 months back they were bedridden because they had a LVDP, and they had a slip disc issue. And when I asked them, and they said, yes, you are right. So I got that diagnosis without even meeting them, without even interacting with them even once. And similarly, another crazy experience would be that I do Nadi Pariksha as an Ayurvedic doctor. So I was diagnosing somebody's Nadi, and a thought came to my head. He was a gentleman, about 45, and I got the thought that there are some menstrual disorders, and it's impossible, right? How is that possible? So I thought it's just a floating thought, it's just come. But when I saw the next patient who came, she had amenorrhea for the past 2 years. So such experiences I have had after doing the intuition process. And like I said, no, it's not that I can blindfold and read what is in front of me. It is extra perceptory. We cannot explain it in science yet. That's what it is. If we try to explain it, we will not have an explanation yet. But these are experiences. And some of you might be feeling that, whoa, it must be staged. These kids know that he's going to show the first card. Trust me, it's not. It's not like that, because even my sister has done the program, and I can tell you that she was the type of girl who would be hiding behind my mother's pallu always. She would not interact with anyone. But the moment she did the course, it flipped over, and she became such an outgoing and such a responsive student in class as well. She used to interact with people better. So all these personality changes also comes after the course. So this has been my small experiences with the course. Of course, it happens every day. I would be seeing patients, but these are some really significant things that I have seen after the course.
Thank you, Arvind. That is nice and sweet. So as you can see, he's shared that his sister can do blindfold reading, identification, but he cannot do. So he is using his intuition. Both of them have done intuition programs, but their abilities are different. So as I clearly said, intuition is not just about blindfold activities. It's about having the right thought at the right time, taking decisions which will help you grow further in your life. So this is how on a broad basis, the intuition works. So we'll do one more activity with them before we, go ahead and see a couple of videos of the programs that we have conducted, and then we can take up your questions. So I'll invite Vaishnavi and Krisha both to, come on. I'll take permission to remove you from the spotlight, and we shall add Krisha as well. Krisha, can you remove your switch on your video? Yeah. So what Prisha and Vaishnavi will do now is that I'll take that question, Swamiji. Just let me, show this. Let them start, and then I can answer your questions. So what Vaishnavi will do is she will wear a blindfold and she will play a video game blindfoldedly. And Prisha, on the other hand, will also wear a blindfold and she will solve a Rubik's Cube. So her mother will mix the Rubik's Cube and she will solve it out for us. While they are doing their activities, I will take up your questions and then we can, go ahead and see a couple of videos that we had, I was talking about. So Vaishnavi and Prisha, can you wear your blindfolds and, then we can.
I'm logging from other device so that I can play. So till that time, Prisha can do.
Sure, both of you are going to do it simultaneously. So whenever you're back, just let me know and we can do it. So if you see, her mom is mixing the we will also, I'll take that question. Aparna. If you can see, her mom is mixing the Rubik's Cube and she will give it to her now. And Prisha, in the meanwhile, will be solving the Rubik's Cube. Right. So the first question that I was seeing was that if we learn this thing, do we remember it till lifetime or till a fixed time? So the way the course is structured, it's a 2-day program that we do. And once the child learns the technique, they can practice it even after they are 18. So they can continue doing this, the practice and the exercises that they are taught. So in the program, we teach them a few basic exercises which help to activate the brain, and they are called super brain yoga exercises, super brain yoga actually. And they learn exercises and a meditation technique, post which they are able to do such activities. They are able to download information, they are able to download scriptures, they are able to predict. So these various abilities come up in children when they regularly practice. Okay, before we proceed ahead, you can see that Prisha has solved the Rubik's Cube blindfoldedly. Yes, can we have a good round of applause for her? Thank you, Prisha. And Vaishnavi, are you also ready with your activity? Can we put you on spotlight now? Will you like to do this? Yeah. So we'll also actually, once Vaishnavi does this activity, we'll actually request the parents also to share their experience and about how they feel that it has benefited these children. Okay, so going ahead, as I was saying, these children learn some exercises and a meditation technique through which they are able to tap into this ability of theirs. And ये कोर्स करने के बाद 2 दिन का जो कोर्स होता है, उसके बाद ये लोग रेगुलरली प्रैक्टिस करना है. ये प्रैक्टिस जो करते हैं, ये आप कंटिन्यू कर सकते हैं इवन आफ्टर द एज ऑफ 18. कोर्स अभी तक एज ऑन डेट जो है, वो कोर्स 18 इयर्स के बच्चों तक का है. स्पेशल नीड्स के बच्चों के लिए एज लिमिट थोड़ा सा एक्सटेंडेड है, इट इज 20 इयर्स. सो वेयर वी हैव ब्लाइंड चिल्ड्रन और डेफ एंड डम्ब चिल्ड्रन, उनके लिए हम लोग 30 साल की उम्र तक हम करा सकते हैं कोर्सेज. Now, this is the second part to it. How does this help the blind children? We'll actually show a couple of videos to you and see, how recently we had a program in Indore where, a lot of children did this program, and we've been doing these programs for the special needs children, especially partially blind and fully blind children, deaf and dumb students as well. And they have shown similar results, to our surprise. And that is what the power of intuition is. आपको आंखें, मतलब we have got eyes, but it is not कि हमको आंखें बंद करके ही सब कुछ देखना है. जो intuition है वो एक मन की सोच है, और मन के हम उससे from our mind we are operating, and that is the power of the mind that is there. Each one of us possesses that capability. It is just that we have not tapped into it. So yes, it definitely helps other children, special needs children also. And we've conducted these programs, I have personally conducted it in Ramana Maharishi School in Bangalore. Then I've conducted it in National Association for Blind in Haldwani, and we are also working. We were working with Samarthan Trust for conducting this program in Bangalore, but because of the lockdown, we could not. But soon we are now going to restart these programs, in physical. So these programs are offline programs that are conducted. So इसलिए there was a break, पिछले last 1.5 years that we've not had these programs being conducted here. But soon we will have these programs. So Vaishnavi, are you there? Should I share the video then? We can see the video.
I'm ready right now.
Yeah. So can you start your? Can we we'll put you, you're on spotlight. So if you can start, wear your blindfold and start playing the.
Can you allow me to share?
Yeah, you can start with your activity. Yeah, so you can start. You can wear your blindfold.
Share the screen.
Huh?
I'm not able to share the screen.
Okay, so somebody will have to allow you. The host will have to allow you. So, yeah. So, as I was saying, this program is available for the age group 5 to 8 is a junior program, and 8 to 18 years is a senior program that we do. And for the age limit for special needs children is 20 years. Now, how this functions or how this works, we will quickly see it, a video of it, and I'll show a couple of videos where we have, had these programs conducted in blind institutions. So, should we go ahead with that first and see? Yeah, so I will
I'm
show.
able to share now.
Yeah, you are okay. So let's first see her activity, and then we can.
I'm playing an online game. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, you can.
So there will be a few seconds and then it will start. So I've got the color brown. And I'm basically on the top 4.
Navigating it blindfoldedly. Wow.
So I'm covering the land that is not covered. I've covered someone else's place. I'm trying to capture its place. Now I'm in the top 1. I have killed 3 people. I have killed 1 more person. There is some people in
Perfect.
green.
I think that should be good, Vaishnavi. We can stop here, and I think good job. Very nice. Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. And you can take off your blindfold. So, whilst Anjana ji, you are saying that it is interesting, but it's for children. Yes, it is for children currently. We do not have this program available for adults. But as I said, it's been a remarkable. This program was launched in 2000, I think 15, and it's been a short while, but it's been a good journey of last 7 years where we've reached out to a lot of children. बहुत लोगों तक हम पहुंच पाए हैं, बहुत बच्चों तक पहुंच पाए, बट अभी बहुत आगे पढ़ना भी है. इट्स नॉट दैट कि हमने सिर्फ जितना किया है वो काफी है, क्योंकि this knowledge I feel should be reached out, should reach maximum children. So if I understand, if I can put a little bit of light on our intuition, this thing, we basically get knowledge from three sources. पहला है जो हम knowledge absorb करते हैं through our senses, through our five senses we attain some knowledge. The next set of knowledge जो हमें मिलती है वो हमें मिलती है हमारे इंटेलेक्ट से. तो इंटेलेक्ट साइंस is a way that we can derive knowledge through the intellect. हम ये जानते हैं कि सन सेट हो रहा है, हम देखते हैं कि सन सेट हो रहा है, लेकिन एक्चुअली साइंस बोलता है कि सन सेट नहीं होता है. तो ये जो नॉलेज है, ये इंटेलेक्चुअल नॉलेज है, जो वो थोड़ी above है from the knowledge that we get through the five senses. बट इससे परे एक थर्ड नॉलेज है, वो है इंट्यूटिव नॉलेज. ये जो नॉलेज है ये हमारी स्पिरिट से आती है. सो दिस नॉलेज इज एंड फ्रॉम साइलेंस. तो जितना हम शांत रहते हैं, जितना हम मेडिटेट करते हैं, जितना हम ध्यान अपने आप को रिलैक्स रहते हैं, उतना हम इस एबिलिटी और में टैप कर सकते हैं. ये ऐसा नहीं है कि दिस इज ओनली देयर इन चिल्ड्रन. दिस एबिलिटी इज देयर विद ईच वन ऑफ अस, in each one of us, but it is simpler for children to tap into it because they are very easygoing, they are relaxed, they don't have any aversions, no cravings, no desires. They are still very pure and innocent, so that is why they are able to tap into this ability. So intuition is the right thought at the right time. Now your success depends on your intuition, and I'm sure आप लोगों ने भी experience किया होगा कि हमने अगर कभी कोई डिसीजन लिया है, हमेशा उसको लॉजिक से नहीं लिया. हमने भी अपनी इंट्यूशन कभी ना कभी कहीं ना कहीं किसी जगह पे यूज करी है. We have all experienced that, at some point or the other. So yes, life is a combination of both intuition and logic. And here we are giving an opportunity to children that where they can, imbibe this. And imagine if you're all from the medical field. So if the medical students have this knowledge also, in addition to their technical knowledge, as Dr. Arvind had said, it helps him to have an edge over the other doctors because he can use his intuition to know what is coming, to take the right decision for himself and for his patients. So this is definitely an edge over the other students that are there. ये टेक्नोलॉजी हमारी इनर टेक्नोलॉजी है. हमने बाहर से तो बहुत कुछ चीजें दी हैं, बट ये हमारी जो इनर टेक्नोलॉजी है और सिंपल प्रोसेस है. मतलब जो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग सिखा रहा है बच्चों को, वो एक बहुत सिंपल प्रोसेस है थ्रू सिंपल एक्सरसाइजेस एंड अ मेडिटेशन टेक्निक. And then regular practice enables these children to, get the answers that they want. They are able to predict, some of them are able to predict what questions are going to come in their exams. Some of them can make other predictions. Some of them have helped us, solve a lot of cases, kidnapping cases, missing cases. So बच्चे ऐसी abilities develop कर रहे हैं. They are able to, work with their intuition and bend spoons as well. Bend various things. So kind of telekinetics हो रहा है काफी, मतलब they're downloading ancient scriptures and texts. So it is a combination. There are so many abilities that are coming up that we are still exploring. Like Prisha and Vaishnavi both can ride bicycles blindfolded. Prisha actually has a world record. She went on the road and cycled blindfoldedly. So what she says is that there is no difference between doing it blindfoldedly or doing with eyes open, because she gets a flash of thought, and intuition is nothing but a flash of thought that comes, but the important thing is to act on it. That is what intuition is, the right thought at the right time, and then we act on that culmination of action in success is intuition. as you know. So let's see a quick video from Gurudev, and then we will, we will share more, and I can take up your questions.
Intuitive ability cannot be forced. You cannot pull it out of you with force. It's like a flower. You cannot make a bud blossom with force. It has to blossom by its own time, and we have to give some time. All the innovation in the world has happened when people relax. When Newton relaxed under the tree, our Archimedes principle, we know what did Archimedes do. So, relaxation is the mother of innovation and intuition. A meditative mind can tap the source of intuition, and it can come up with that at will. Everybody has intuition. There's not a single person who doesn't have. Many don't even notice it, take notice of it, they don't attend to it. But meditation gives you the ability to tap into intuition at will.
Yes, so we'll take up questions now, and I also would like the parents to share, Prisha's and Vaishnavi's parents to share about how it has helped them. So quickly we'll request Prisha and her mother. Yes, sir.
सर डॉक्टर अनिल अभी हैं क्या, वो डेमो कर सकते हैं क्या ब्लाइंड फोल्ड का भी, या आपने किया हो कोर्स तो आप करके दिखा पाए?
नहीं, डॉक्टर अनिल तो नहीं है अभी, ही इज लेफ्ट.
आपने भी किया होगा ये कोर्स पहले?
नहीं, मैंने ये कोर्स किया नहीं है, बट मैं सिखाता हूँ ये कोर्स.
अच्छा, तो ये मिड ब्रेन से कैसे डिफरेंट है, क्या डिफरेंट आप करवाते हैं? जो मिड ब्रेन भी आपको मालूम ही होगा आई थिंक.
मिड ब्रेन मालूम है सर मुझे, लेकिन मुझे मतलब पूरा इन डेप्थ नॉलेज नहीं है. मुझे अपने प्रोसेस के बारे में पता है, जो आर्ट ऑफ लिविंग और जो गुरुदेव ने बताया है हमें कराने के लिए, तो वो उसके बारे में मैं शेयर कर सकता हूँ आपसे कि वो कैसे.
आपने जो स्टार्टिंग में बताया ना कि ब्लाइंड फोल्ड या मिड ब्रेन से डिफरेंट है, लेकिन जो आपने बताया कि 2 दिन का जो आप कोर्स करवाते हैं, जितना आपने अभी तक मुझे पता चला, सेम टू सेम वही मिड ब्रेन में करवाते हैं. और मिड ब्रेन को अब कई लोग अलग अलग नाम से करवाने लगे हैं, तो इसमें क्या डिफरेंट है? ब्लाइंड फोल्ड से क्या एक्स्ट्रा है? आप कह रहे हैं कि राइट टाइम पे राइट थॉट आते हैं, ये तो कोई मैं मेजर कर नहीं सकता ना कि.
सर वही तो मैं बोल रहा हूँ कि जो हम ब्लाइंड फोल्ड एक्टिविटीज आपको दिखा रहे हैं वो बेसिकली है फॉर डेमोन्स्ट्रेटिव पर्पसेस. बट अगर मैं आपको बोलता हूँ कि बच्चों को कुछ कॉन्फिडेंस आया है, कंसंट्रेशन आया है, तो उसका मैं आपको माप के नहीं दे सकता. वो चीज आपको बिलीव ही करना पड़ेगा. बट मैंने देखा है, क्योंकि मैंने बच्चों में रिजल्ट्स देखे हैं. ब्लाइंड फोल्ड एक्टिविटीज इसलिए हम सामने आपके रखते हैं ताकि आप देख सके कि हाँ ये पिक्चर ऐसा है.
और ब्लाइंड फोल्ड में भी सारे बच्चों में एक जैसे रिजल्ट्स नहीं आते हैं, कुछ में ज्यादा आते हैं, कुछ में कम आते हैं.
वो उनकी प्रैक्टिस के ऊपर निर्भर करता है. जैसे डॉक्टर अनिल ने आपसे शेयर, डॉक्टर अरविंद ने आपसे शेयर किया कि वो ब्लाइंड फोल्ड एक्टिविटीज नहीं कर सकते हैं. उनकी इंट्यूशन ब्लाइंड फोल्ड में नहीं चलती, लेकिन उनकी सिस्टर की इंट्यूशन चलती है. She can do blindfold activities, but he cannot. For him, his intuition works in getting the right thought and handling his patients, उनको क्या करना है, उनको क्या treatment देना है. And I would rather, I will tell Prisha's mom also to share about some of her, Prisha's experiences. So we'll
छोटे
hear
बच्चों
her
में तो
also.
काफी देख चुके हैं सर, बड़ों में कोई में अभी पे बचा हुआ है कि जिन्होंने पहले कोर्स किया हो 20 इयर्स, मोर देन 20 इयर्स, मतलब एडल्ट हो गए
हैं बहुत स्टूडेंट्स हैं हमारे पास जो मतलब बड़े भी हैं, बट यस मतलब इट अगेन डिपेंड्स ऑन हाउ मच दे आर प्रैक्टिसिंग, मतलब तो दैट आल्सो बॉइल्स डाउन कि आफ्टर 18 भी वो प्रैक्टिस करते हैं या नहीं करते हैं. तो ये एबिलिटी जो है कहीं जाती नहीं है, इंट्यूशन आपके अंदर है, तो हम उसको क्या कर रहे हैं, हम उसको और बढ़ावा ही दे रहे हैं, और वो जितना ज्यादा हम लोग प्रैक्टिस करेंगे उतना ज्यादा बढ़ता जाता है. जरूरी नहीं है कि, जैसे मैंने कहा, जरूरी नहीं है कि हर बच्चा ब्लाइंडफोल्ड एक्टिविटीज ही करेगा,
जी.
बट वो इंट्यूशन अपना कहीं ना कहीं तो जरूर यूज करेगा ही करेगा.
मतलब आपको ये है कि इस ब्लाइंड फोल्ड की प्रैक्टिस है और उसके बाद डायरेक्ट राइट थॉट एट राइट टाइम, इसके अलावा और बीच में कुछ नहीं है ना, या इसके अलावा कुछ
नहीं
है नहीं?
सर, आपको बताया ना, जैसे अब प्रिडिक्शंस हो गई है हमारी, फिर मेमोरी का इम्प्रूवमेंट है, कंसंट्रेशन है, कॉन्फिडेंस है.
प्रेडिक्शन का कोई डेमो हो सकता है क्या सर, प्रेडिक्शन का?
प्रिडिक्शन के बहुत डेमोज है मेरे पास, एग्जांपल्स भी हैं, मतलब प्रिडिक्शंस काफी हुए हैं. आई विल आस्क Prisha's mom also to share, let us hear her पहले एक बारी, and then we can go ahead. Yes ma'am, Ilkya ji.
Namaste everyone, sir. Thank you so much for giving me this golden opportunity. Actually, since many persons are having questions on midbrain activation on this course, it is totally different. My child, when joining this, first I'll tell about my daughter. She's a 70 world records holder, and she's the world's youngest yoga teacher for blind, certified by NCPCR central government. While joining this course, as you said, blindfold is different thing. Blindfold, she did a world record in blindfold. After that only she joined this course. So blindfold is just to show others that people can do whatever they are blindfolded, they can do. It's just to show others that she can do mind reading, predictions, and what's going to happen, and who is going to come to next to PM or whatever. She's able to say, and even better prediction, everything she will be able to do after this course. The thing is, blindfold, with the blindfold, we are able to prove that children are different from, they are super powerful when they do this course. We can't explain, we can't say like they can do this, they can do that. But see, she has done a world record with the blindfold in the main road where more than 100 lorries or buses will go in a minute. In that way, she was having a hula hoop in her hand. With one hand, she was driving with blindfold very fast. Even a normal person can't go with both the hands. They can't go that much fast. She got that confidence after doing this course. It means that it's not only for blindfold. It increases the people's confidence level to the next level. They can do anything, whatever they wish. They know everything, like what is the question going to be asked in the examination. She'll be able to say, this is what ma'am is going to wear the next day, and she's going to ask me this question, and this is going to happen. I never forced her to study or do whatever the regular activity. She will say, Mommy, this is going to happen this day. Like, they know that is, this is the form of discipline after the course. Like, after getting up, she does her work by herself, and she does meditation, and before going to sleep she does meditation, and this brings to us a disciplined form of life. First, kids discipline will be totally changed, and they will be best in everything. The next thing is, they will have the confidence level that no one in the world will have. We can do it. Yes, mommy, it's very easy. I can do it easily. She did 29 world records in a single day within 3 hours. We can't imagine that. Even I was perplexed how she was able, how she's going to do. But even without these kids will be happy 24 hours, they will keep themselves happy. That's the main thing. Students nowadays face many tensions in their life. For studying, for playing, for everything, they will be under stress and tension. You can hear from a second standard kid that I'm stressed, I have to study, I'm tensed, I'm not getting this. But students, those who do this course will never have tension or stress in their life. They know how to deal, and they know to solve their own problems. They will see every problem as a challenges, and they will use only switch words like I can do it. It's very easy. And nothing, they face as challenges only. They never use the word problem also in their life. So it is like she can do even body scanning, as doctor said. Before becoming a doctor, she's 12 years old, but she used to scan and say correctly what disease you're having or going to get. That is only because of this. She used to practice everything. Sir was asking whether my kid will be able to do or other kids are able to do. In a class, 50 students are studying, one will come first rank. It is because they again and again study that. How we practice, like that they will become. So if we have 100% without any doubt, if you trust and leave our children, we are sure 100% they will excel. There is no doubt in it. I myself really very happy with it. After doing this course, she has become a superpower girl. That I can give you assurance that those who do this course will be differently shown and unique in the society. That no doubt in this.
I can also share one experience of recently. What happened was that we were in a live class, and there was one child who was doing a demo, and one of the people showed them a photograph of a person who went missing a day before. His photograph was shown, and so what this child said was that he predicted about the fact that where this person is and all. But in the end, he said something very beautiful. He said to the audience that whoever is a family member or part of their family, they need to look after that individual because he's in some sort of depression and sadness. So with their intuition, children are sensitive to such aspects also. They can share such things also. They can feel at that level. And when they feel such things, they can then share it with others. We have had numerous case examples where children have told parents not to be involved into a particular thing, and that this is not going to work for them, this will not be good for them, and they have actually acted and it's benefited them. It was not good to go and do something, and they stopped themselves from it. So such abilities come up in children, and I'm saying I cannot say that yes, every child will have this ability, but different children will have different abilities, and that is where we say that even if there are if your two children have done this course, they may or may not have same abilities. That is why we say never compare your children. It's always best to have. Yes, Dr. Ashish, you have a question? You're raising your hand.
No, you can just complete it then, if you allow me for a minute.
Sure, please. So as I was saying that, there are so many abilities that come up in children. We are also, as Dr. Arvind said, we are still, evaluating them, understanding how it is working, what is happening. But yes, the mind, this is the power of the mind. It is something which is unfathomable. And when we are willing to explore on that, we can actually do wonders. And that is what we have been doing in the last 6 years with this program. And I have personally, as I said, I have conducted programs in institutions for special needs children, and the results are exactly the same. So clearly they are going beyond their senses, right? And doing something extra special. Yes, Dr. Ashish, we are almost, I think, closing towards the end of this time. So we'll take a couple of more questions and then we can close it. Yes,
Okay.
Doctor.
So thank you, Hunar, for such a wonderful session, means live session. And I completely agree. And it's a brilliant start. Means sometimes few things are there which are immeasurable. So means sometimes it's very difficult to put it as a case control study or something like that. Because I am a retina specialist, so I personally met Vaishnavi, and Shilpi was my student, so I know her history throughout. So it would be really I'm quite keen in a way that, because I see a lot of patients who have retinal diseases and some of them are inherited. So, the straightforward thought of Shilpi, when she described that why she wanted Vaishnavi to do this, because we know that retinitis pigmentosa is inherited in some of the cases. And many of the retinal diseases, they pass on to the generation. So probably, that set of children in some way, if we train them, and as you rightly said, it's difficult to say that, everybody would get it. But at least if we train and have that sort of class, and, in institutes like ophthalmology institutes where we see a lot of blind kids and train them, and probably, they would be better off in future. So is there any, focused way that we can start that? I think Shilpi dreams that.
Definitely we can, Dr. Ashish, and thank you for sharing this. I'm a full-time faculty with the Art of Living, and we have a lot of faculties across, in various cities as well. So we can, to begin this, as I had, suggested to Dr. Shilpi also, we could start on a pilot basis, maybe in 2 or 3 cities, and then take it across to the all over India. So this program is conducted not just in India, but across the world. But the only limitation was that it is a physical program. It is an in-person program. So for the last 1.5 years, we have not had these programs. But now I think with the norms changing again, I think within the next 1 week or maybe maximum 10 days, we should again start having these programs across, all over. So what I could do is, if all of you are part of the group that Dr. Shilpi has created, if you are interested in organizing this program in your city or at your center, or if you're running a hospital, if you're part of a hospital, then we can, I can help you out in organizing that for a group of maybe 10 to 12 children, to begin with, if I have to travel to that city. But we can do it in any city, anywhere. That is not a problem as such.
Yeah, that would be great. I think let's start with the.
Yeah, so whoever is interested, please post your interest in the group. We can take it up, or you can reach out to Dr. Shilpi, and together we will, do something and organize these programs anywhere in India.
That would be great. Actually, let us focus on that and start that. And probably, once we get, means we do not expect any kind of, 100% results, but still, if it benefits even one child, that makes a lot of difference.
I just want to, make it very clear that this program will not get their eyesight back. Or
I know.
improving their eyesight. There is nothing. It can happen. It cannot happen. That much I'm not saying that it will not happen.
No, it won't. It won't happen because ultimately it's the retina we know.
Yeah. So, from a
probably,
standpoint that the confidence, yes, from a standpoint that the confidence that the children get to face, situations, to do things, to use their intuition beyond their eyes, is what we can, yes, definitely give as one of the benefits.
And some way, if we can make their life better.
One rider which I have, I always put it in my courses as well, is that it is not just a 2-day program. It is a regular practice that we have to do in order to develop these abilities. A small example, and it can be used anywhere. As a cricketer, as a sportsman, a person has to practice every day. You cannot say that I want to be a top notch, I want to represent India, and I will just do my 2 months of coaching and that's about it. A lot of hard work that goes in. So that has to be done from the children's side. And yes, definitely, as parents or as doctors, we need to, create that mindset in the parents or the children as well. Then only it will be beneficial.
Daddy?
Yeah.
When are you going to...
So that's it from my side. If you have any more questions, Dr. Shilpi, we've not heard you as a parent. So I would actually, you can also share if you want to. And if anybody else has any questions, we can take it up. Otherwise, we will close the session.
Yes.
Over to you, Dr. Shilpi.
Thank you so much, Hunar, for putting everything in one go. As a parent, if I say, I was very satisfied. As a doctor also, First, as a parent, I became very satisfied with these tools and techniques, whatever my kid is learning. And the way she developed her blindfold activity was like mesmerizing me. And that's why I don't wanted to keep it to me. I just want, during our clinical practice also, we see so many kids. And our medical profession, we know that there is some limitation. Like a child who has cataract or something, then it was very painful for us to tell the parents that, okay, nothing can be done. And the more it was hurting to the parents, that the same way it is hurting to the doctors also, that adding so much also, we were not able to give them 100% satisfaction to the child. But now we have that tool that we can encourage the kids to develop these tools and techniques. So in case it is even means, we will make him more focused, more concentrated, more aware. That will change his life, and our purpose will be solved of this meeting. I can say, so it is just the beginning, and we have to see it more far. I can just say, and thank you everyone for listening so patiently. And one more thing, the group I have created, in case if you have friends or family, if somebody wants to add, then let's make it a big group and just try to reach out as many as possible, hospitals and doctors. That is my request to everybody. Thank you so much.
I have, sir, I'm sorry, I do not know your name, 291682. You are raising your hand, so would you like to share something or ask? I'm sorry, I do not know your name, sir. So in the end, I would actually like to thank Dr. Shilpi, Prisha and Vaishnavi for organizing this whole session. Dr. Shilpi specifically because he's taken the effort to organize such a beautiful session, and to Prisha and to Vaishnavi as well. If we can actually give a round of applause to them. Prisha, can you come and can we see your face? Ah, that's it. Good. Thank you so much for taking this time out. And Vaishnavi, where are you? Yeah, there she is. Thank you so much. So it was a great pleasure of mine, and it's an honor for me to, have such children who are actually ready to give demos at the drop of the hat, to be honest. I stay at the campus in Bangalore, so there we have so many follow-ups happening. When people come to meet Gurudev, there are so many people, people who come to meet Gurudev, and Gurudev talks about this program. It's again a program which is very close to his heart also. So he calls us to have these demos done, and children are just ready to do demos any time, and they just come and do demos, and they are sometimes picked up from school directly, and they come for demos. That's the kind of dedication that children have, and the willingness to help out and reach out to all of us. So what I'll do is, I have a question which has come to me about for to talking to me. So what I will do is, I will share my number with everyone, and in case anybody wants to reach out to me, you can do that. And otherwise, if you're already a part of the group, you can connect with Dr. Shilpi, and she will be helping us out to connect and maybe organize courses as well in cities or in other places wherever you would like to. And in case, yes, you can have any specific questions regarding the program, the process, and anything else, you can always give me a call. These programs are conducted across the globe. In every city, we are conducting these programs, and there are teachers who can travel to your city also. If there is no local teacher, as I said, since I'm a full-time faculty with the Art of Living, I can travel to your city and organize this program. We can organize. That is also possible. So don't worry about the fact that which city this program is happening. We can always help you out with creating a group and getting the program initiated in your city. So thank you so much for taking out this time and giving me this opportunity. And good night, and have a good.
Hunar, you just share your number also.
Yeah, I have shared my number, Dr. Shilpi, in the chat box. So Huh? Where all are you all from? Like if few people can just share which cities are you, which different cities are you all from? We can get an idea.
Mumbai, Thane.
Bhopal. Jalandhar, very nice, Chinarji. Mumbai, Samilji says, I live in Pune. Okay. Tamil Nadu, Tirunelveli. Yes, Prisha. Nice. Good. So thank you so much once again. And we can connect offline for further discussions. And Dr. Shilpi, anything else that you would like to add? Please.
Thanks. It is just the thanks, and it's not the end. It is just the beginning.
Right. So good night, everyone. And should we end our call? If you still have questions, you can stay back and we will be happy to answer those. If you still have any questions, we can take them up. Good night, Prisha, and thank you so much for joining. Thank you, Devi Priyaji, for your sharing as well, and all the best.
Thank you,
sir.
And I'm coming to your city to meet you.
sir. Please come.
Yes. Great.
Good night, sir. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you, Samilji. Welcome.
Ali, you can stop the recording.
Yeah, sure.